Hello and welcome back. Today I am playing the Kurfürst and I'm in a division with Red, who is playing the Harugumo. Against us we have of course a CV and also a triple Habarovsk division, which is kind of interesting. Seeing as Red is playing Harugumo as a full gunboat build, he has pretty awful concealment and he doesn't really want to go into A in case the Habarovsk come here. The Henry was trying to get him to go there, but he had decided to not and instead head towards B. Then we actually start seeing that enemy Habarovsk are going to C. So what we do is we turn around back to A. Because we figure that if they're going here, then Red might be able to actually take the cap. Red was also trying to get Henry to come back, but since Red and I were less than cooperative before, he actually declines, and we have a bit of a laugh about that. Nevertheless, he will actually come back and try to support us as we are going towards A. Just as we see that the enemy Worcester is actually heading into the cap as well. Which is the last ship that Red really wants to see in this situation. I can't quite clear the island and only get an overpen. And all Red can really do in this situation is run and hope that he can get out alive before the Worcester kills him. Luckily the Worcester actually sails behind the island and Red will be able to get out with roughly half his HP. Because the Worcester is here though, we are once again giving up on A and we will be leaving, heading east just as the Henrys come back to help us. So I think that the Henry was probably less than pleased about what we were doing. And to be honest, since I'm in a Kurfürst, it takes me quite a while to keep changing direction like this, so I was not overly happy either, but yeah, it was needed, unfortunately. Over at sea, our team has managed to kill one of the Habarovsk, but we have lost a cruiser in return. B and C remain uncapped, and A obviously went to the enemy team. Henry overextended a bit as Red and I left, and he is taking some pretty big amount of damage. And gets deleted by Musashi. So yeah, like I said, he probably didn't like Red and I very much. The enemy Habarovsk are now trying to take control of C. So we are already starting to get behind on points. Nothing's really spotted that is within my range, so all I can do right now is sail and try and support Red wherever he goes. And ideally I would like to find something to shoot at, and happen to run into the enemy Musashi that deleted the Henry. He's given a decent enough broadside, and I score at 27,000 hit with 2 citadels. Get hit in return, but not at all as severely, as we also lose our Shimakaze. Trying to turn away from Musashi and keep firing at him. Get a solid hit, but nothing extreme. But at least I managed to avoid most of the damage that he tried to hit me for in return. I'm also trying to get one more salvo off before the island's in the way. And I get 31k salvo and another 2 citadels. So it'll be a decent engagement with the Musashi. We detect Donskoy inside B, and I'm a bit distracted because Red pointed out there was a Donskoy, and I thought that it was Red that was the DD in front of me. So I try very hard to help Red out here, even though it's the gearing that is here on the cap instead of Red that has left me for C, which has also fallen to the enemy. Donskoy is trying to take B, but he will take a lot of damage, and they will, at least for now, fail to take control of the third cap as well. Getting some secondary hits as well. I'm not running a secondary build, so the guns are not as accurate as can be. We do get them killed though, and we are now actually ahead on ships, but still behind on points due to the fact that we are down 2 caps. Trying to shoot over towards A as the enemy CV attempts strike. And we lose the Alsace that was in a situation against the enemy Alsace. I get away from the enemy CV quite well. Cyclone is starting to get in effect, and I'm making my way back to A now once again to see if I can maybe kill or at least stop some of the ships, or the ships that they have over that cap that will be heading over in this direction. Gering is attempting to take control of B now, and we have actually managed to get 2 of the Aberos killed. But that's definitely helpful, because they can be quite annoying. We're still not looking too great though. Like I said, we are still ahead a ship, but we are quite behind on points due to the caps. Gering is trying to take B now though, like I said before, so at least we can decrease the amount of points we get behind every tick. Georgia over at C has now entered the cap as well, and stopping the points from ticking into the enemy team there. We get a hit on the Montana just before the island gets in the way, and I'm trying to get in a position where I can kite the Montana and the Alsace, which I am expecting will be coming here. giving enough time to red to head over here to help me out. I am activating my Hydro to make sure that they are coming where I expect them and can prepare accordingly. Due to the cyclone, it will take a while before red can see them, and we will have to be very close to be able to shoot, but at least it's coming to help me out. Get a really bad salvo with 4 0 damage pens on the Alsace. My secondaries open up and probably do more damage. Then somehow the Montana does a 25k salvo on me from my back and also takes my engine out. So I had to instantly blow one of my repairs. I take roughly 31,000 from him in return with another 2 citadels. And my secondaries are hammering him as well, as there are torps now incoming from red. I was really unlucky that the Montana managed to get that kind of hit on me. Not entirely sure how that happened, but it did, and that's obviously bad for me. Then my guns decided to not really hit where I'm aiming, and I think all of the shells land in the water in front of Montana. He does eat 1 or 2 torps from red though, so Montana is getting very low, and I am switching over to the Alsace, which is in a more favorable position for me to shoot at. My damage has also increased very rapidly during this engagement, and I am nearing 200,000 damage. My HP unfortunately has also been draining quite a bit, and I managed to get a heal up and kill the Montana as well. Unfortunately, I eat a bit more damage than I would have liked, and I am getting quite low. I did manage to pass 200,000 damage though, a decent amount of potential from the fight against 2 battleships. And we are actually quite in the lead now. The enemy is down to 3 ships, the CV, Wooster and one of the Haverosk, while we have still the majority of our team left. We're still down 1 cap, but we are ahead on points thanks to all the kills we have been getting. Here I played really badly, to be honest. I really misjudged the speed of and the distance of the Haverosk, and very much miss him. Only scoring some overpens and then getting some damage from my secondaries. So also forced to repair a fire, and as you can see, I am getting really low on HP. I am getting help from red once again, but there is also the CV incoming, and I have to try and prolong my life as much as possible. Along with my fighters, my heal will almost be ready. Get a good hit on the Haverosk. I get it on fire again, and even though my heal is on, the midway bombers will hurt me a lot, and then the fires from the Haverosk will kill me. So sadly I don't manage to survive that, but we still get Garen killed, and also the cruiser. So it's only the CV left, and there is just no way that we can lose this now. We have 3 battleships, a cruiser, and red in Hargoum, and our CV of our own. And now that we also have 2 caps and only 5 minutes left, it is a win, and all that's left to do is to try to get the CV killed before the game ends. And obviously Red is trying to get over to him to get as much damage as he possibly can. And obviously with the rate of fire, the Haruguma is a very good choice for dealing damage. Midway is eating some damage from the ships behind Red. But he would still be able to get a good amount of damage from the CV here. And of course he got quite a lot from the battleships as well. So Midway will go down, and we will win this game, even though we were quite a bit behind on points and had to really work together to deal with the west flank and secure the win for our team. And then also looking a bit at the result screens. Like we saw in the game, I managed to get 216,000 damage, which is definitely a good result. A bit unlucky still that the Montana got the hit he did, and that Abros got a fire just before the enemy CV struck me. But still a good result, and 7 citadels is always nice to get. Some good chunks on the battleships I was shooting at. Team score wise, I am on top with about 2.3, roughly 100 more than the second best, Georgia. Red is a bit further down, but he really did a lot to help me against the 2 battleships, and because of the hit that the Montana got to me, I wouldn't have made it out without his help. So while the XP might not be super impressive, he definitely did a really good job. And we also see that we had 2 ships on our team that were less than helpful. Obviously the Henry, we probably had something to do with the fact that he died, but we tried to do the best we could, and that made us change our minds a couple of times, and at the end we just couldn't stay in the cap, and when he went in, he was doomed. D2 report. I did about 186,000 damage from my main guns. Only about 7,000 from secondary hits, and then roughly 22 for fires. So that sums up to 216. Tanked about 2.5 million, which is okay. Not a huge amount, but still, I managed to get out from those 2 battleships, so it's okay at least. Also received about 159,000 damage, which is also kind of okay, but not super high. But that's pretty much it. Despite a very confusing start, Red and I both had good games, and managed to really secure the win for us through our handling of the ships on the west flank, and securing that we were not outflanked there. So, pretty good game all in all, and I hope you enjoy watching it, and I will see you next time.